What's up, Nomad Nation? You've got Godfather. I am one third of your Nomad Gamers. It is Thirsty Thursday. We have made it through another week, Nomad Nation. So, if you are watching me on Twitch, this one right here, or that one right over there, you found me on Godfather09. Hit that follow button, turn on your notifications. That way, every time I'm coming at you with something, you're being notified. Now, if you are watching me on YouTube, this little bad boy right here, or this little bad boy right here, you have found the home of the Nomad Gaming Podcast. Welcome. Over here, you're going to see a subscribe button. Over here, you're going to see a thumbs up. Over here, you're going to see a heart. Smash all three of those, turn on your notifications. That way, every time that the Nomad Gamers bring you anything that is Godfather's page, and you just stumbled upon us, welcome to the Nomad Gamers. Welcome to Godfather. I need you to go over there, hit that follow button, turn on the notifications. That way, every time that I come gaming at you, or I come with any kind of live feed, you are being notified. I still don't have it up there. It kicked my ass the other day, so I kind of gave up on it. I'm going to get Fireball to take a look at it. But for all my viewers out there on Kick, thank you very much for tuning in. Uh, I'm not familiar with Kick too much right now. I'm still learning it, but there should be a follow button or a like button or some kind of way to where you can turn on notifications for every time Godfather comes live, you're being notified. Then down here, oh, TikTok. I'm going to upload something tonight. I promise. It is Godfather09. Once again, Godfather09. Now, here is the best part of the entire goddamn episode. Stand up, go to your fridge, get your beverage of choice. Water, tea, soda pop, adult soda pop. If you know what that means, we're good to go. Come on back to your couch. Come back to your computer chair, your desk. Take a seat. Get ready to walk out the door. I'm going to lock up the Shire. We're going around the block. So first up tonight is going to be Rockstar Games. I'll tell you what, I've been having a lot of fun playing Grand Theft Auto 5 again. Maybe taking that 2-year break uh, helped out. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of a challenge being a new player trying to get money, trying to get enough to get a business, and hopefully that dominoes into getting more. I'm a billionaire on the PS5, but I a poor some bitch when it comes to the computer. So a day ago, Rockstar kind of slipped. Usually they have two out within like 8 hours of Thirsty Thursday, but they're slipping. Hang on just a second. Computer, turn computers on.
Okay.
That should even out the light to where it doesn't look like I'm glowing. Let's see. Oh, I don't like that either. Computer, turn computers off.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll just go with how we have it. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So I'm in the poorhouse when it comes to the computer. Rockstar game, Rockstar Games a day ago. Grand Theft Auto Online. Money Fronts coming June 17th. Acquire iconic local businesses and create an interconnected money laundering operation to boost your criminal empire. I'm not going to lie. I am very, very interested on what they're talking about when they say interconnected. Now, when I left Grand Theft Auto before, we were at the arcade, and at the arcade, you could run all of your businesses out of the basement, out of that bunker, or not bunker, basement, because you actually have a bunker in Grand Theft Auto 5. And I found that to be awesome. Like I said before, the problem was I got bored with it and I just dropped it. And to be completely honest with you, I think it was because Fallout 76 came out. So that's where we stand at for Grand Theft Auto 5. Rockstar Games 2 days ago, so that would have been Talking Tuesday. Flush out dangerous outlaws. Hold up in camps, caves, and crumbling cabins by raiding gang hideouts to get 3 times XP for your cleanup efforts. There's also 3 times RDO cash and XP on free roam missions, bonuses on free roam events, and more throughout June in Red Dead Online. Damn, I wish they had that for Xbox Live. But they don't. So 6 days ago, this would have been Friday of last week. Drive into 7 standout GTA Online Community Series jobs this week, offering triple rewards and widely creative gameplay from chaotic stunt races to tense team death matches and more. Rockstar, you had those transformation stunt races. Those were amazing. Amazing. I loved them. Then you transitioned over to that stupid casino heist. Not so much like it. But again, Rockstar is making Grand Theft Auto at least playable again. At least playable. Six days ago. Nope, I'm not going to report on that. That's Apple Music. It has nothing to do with games. All right, so that's what we got out of Rockstar Games. Again, we're under 1 year from Grand Theft Auto 6 releasing. So let's head over to our friends over at Fallout, shall we? By the way, Fallout, I'm not falling back in love with Fallout 76, okay? I'm having a little bit of heartburn with it right now. For whatever reason, I can't figure out why the audio won't work on it. And two, unlike Grand Theft Auto 5, I can't get it to project on the TV behind me and have my studio on my laptop. It just won't do it. So, I don't know. All right, 6 hours ago from Fallout. Appalachia is a cozy wasteland to explore. Cozy my ass. Filled with friends, fishing, camps, and so much more. And there is some artwork that is accredited to Andy Fairhurst. If I murdered your name, bro, I'm sorry. But looking at it, it looks like good artwork. It really does. I do like it. And I don't like many game artworks. I just go or whatever at times. I like this one though. It kind of gives you the essence of the game, and not one part of it is overpowering. What the hell is that? That almost looks like one of those old station wagon type things from like the 70s. I don't know about that. That's like the one thing that I saw on here that I don't know. Other than that, kudos on that artwork. If you want to see what Godfather's talking about, head over to Fallout. It is literally the very first post you'll come across. 8 hours ago, once a quiet pre-war suburb, Minefield is now littered with frag mines and guarded by a lone sniper hostile to all outsiders. The lone wanderer came to the death trap while researching for the Wasteland Survival Guide. I've said it once, I've said it twice, I said it a million times. I like what Bethesda's doing with this. The part I don't like about it, they have so much of the story that is back in Fallout 2. So much of the story that's back in Fallout Tactics, even though last I checked, Fallout Tactics was not canon. At least I don't think it is. I know Brotherhood of Steel is. You got those stories. I just wish they would remaster them, remake them, and put them on this gen console. Make them into a 3D. Like, I know it's a lot of work. I know it would be a heavy lift. However, it's graphics, it's artwork, or I should say the engine. The engine and artwork. That's it. Freshen up the artwork, give it a new engine, slap the new codes in, send it out. It doesn't even have to be a MMO. It could be as simple as Fallout 3, Fallout 4, where it's a single player game and you just have to go through it. For me, that would be awesome. But Bethesda doesn't think that way, obviously. We've been waiting how long for Elder Scrolls 6 to come out? It's been forever. How long have we been waiting for updates of Fallout 5? What are they doing with Starfield? So we're into that. They have a franchise. They have low hanging fruit that they could just pluck. Would it take a little bit of work to do? Yes. But I think it would be a hell of a money grab for them, especially in today's market. That's enough. I'm on my soapbox, so I'll just come down a little bit. Okay, a day ago, show off your coloring skills and enter the Fallout 76 Cozy Coloring Contest for a chance to win 10,000 atoms. Huh. Okay. Again, a day ago. Man, Fallout's been on a roll this week. You can find this glowing bog lurker waiting. Yes, you heard that right. Waiting in the waters of the Cranberry Bog. Glowing fish can be harder to hook, so make sure to stockpile up on bait. As an added bonus, your chances of hooking a glowing fish can be improved by fishing in rad or nuke weather. Okay. 2 days ago, from our friends at Fallout, mutated public events are back from June the 10th to June the 17th. Grab your friends and join a public event at the top of every hour. Hashtag Fallout 76. That's cool that they're bringing that back. I think me and Crush Rider might have done that once or twice. I'm sure if he's watching, he'll chime in here in a minute. 2 days ago, man, they've been very active. Lieutenant is the commander of the worst War Warpasa military base under the Master's Unity. Gifted with enhanced strength and intelligence, he is seen as the ideal super mutant born from forced evolutionary virus, becoming a devoted warrior and a mouthpiece for the cause. Those are not making a super warrior, a super trooper, or a super anything has never worked out. Never. Never, never, never. I don't care where it was. It never worked out. The only super out there is Superman. 3 days ago, Fallout, man, good lord. There's some weeks I have two things to talk about. We're off to the next one. I like this. I really like this, Bethesda. He may be little, but he sure is interesting to look at. The blisterfish is one of our uncommon fish and can be found in the waters around Cranberry Bog. Pro tip: if you fish for uncommon fish in rainy weather, your chances of hooking one improve. And then 3 days ago, it's just all about fishing. 4 days ago, in case you missed the information, the Gone Fission brings fishing and more to Fallout 76. I don't think they're seeing the numbers that they wanted to see for this fishing thing. I just don't. An individual, Dalton Lowe, I will name this guy. I'm curious about the lore behind the fisherman. I found a note called the Deep Note on one of the tables across from Linda Lee. No words, just a drawing of what looks to be the interlooper. Let's see what the reply said. One of those open-ended mystery bits. That is true. I'm curious about this combat balance they speak of. That was just a smart-ass comment back. Remember, I want everyone out there to remember. If you're watching me recorded or you're watching me live, I want you to remember this. With Fallout 76, they can bring out new things and make it lore. They can create new shit and make it lore. They own it. Four days ago, take a break on our docket. Good lord. They are really pushing fishing. Yeah, that's all they're doing. That's why we have all these posts. They are pushing fishing hard. All right, let's cross our fingers. Starfield, here we come. Come on, roll the dice, baby. You got to be something here. Woo! They didn't let me down. Today, this is from yesterday. Today, we are featuring one of the finest shipbuilders in the settled system, Coconut Head. Check out a few of the intricately designed vanilla ships in Coconut Head's fleet. No, I'm just going to check these out. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this one. This one looks more like the very first ship you get. I can't remember the name of it right now. The Spectre looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. The UC Silverwing, that looks pretty cool too. Okay, I'll give that one to him. The Hornet, no, you missed, dude. The Sentinel, that looks like a brick. In the words of Crust Rider, that is a brick. That was all of them. He does have some pretty good designs, but he missed a mark on about two of them, in my opinion. All right, so I am not the only one who is upset with Bethesda about Starfield. Listen to this comment. I will not name this guy. Look, let's ask the hard question. Why have you given up on this game? You created a giant place to play with so much possibilities and then turn your back on it and handed it off to the modders who are still playing Skyrim. I was hoping for years of DLC content, not just one that looks like cut content. Dude has hit the nail on the head, and he has pretty much taken the words right out of my mouth. He has. Let me reply to him. And I don't do this often. Yeah, I knew I misspelled it, but that's okay. 6 days ago. So they posted after Thirsty Thursday, and that's okay. Buckle up. Bub 2000's VTOL rover is an achievement-friendly land vehicle that can rotate its wheel assembly, and function as a quad jet. That's bullshit. Let's see this real quick. That defeats every purpose of that vehicle. No, I don't like it. Fuck off. All right, Crush Rider, I see you, buddy. Because it was Todd Howard's pet project and was supposed to have people salivating for it. It didn't happen, so they're just ignoring it now. You're correct. But they did it to themselves. This game could have been on the same platform as Fallout. Could have been on the same platform as Skyrim. But Bethesda is turning their back on them. And they have. They have given it over to modders. And don't get me wrong, the modders are doing a hell of a job with it. But damn, Bethesda, there's so much you could do with this game. And then we have nothing until back at May 30th. What a crock of shit. Mainly, the only reason why I like to play Starfield is I like to build the ship, I like the space combat, and I like the exploration. But man, you can only take so much of it. We're going to go look at Minecraft. I may not report on much because they have some pretty stupid posts. 2 days ago, become a dragon rider with the Universal Pictures and DreamWorks How to Train a Dragon add on. Develop a bond with a dragon to take to the skies and unlock their unique abilities. I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't know how I feel about it. I guess it ain't that bad because you can ride a horse. But damn, I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn on that. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's nothing on Minecraft either. However, let's get to what I really want to fucking report on. So Xbox Games had a showcase. They had some big. Oh, here we go. It's nothing more than a cash grab disguised as a crossover. Yeah, you're right. Again, I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't. Would it be kind of cool to use that dragon to go exploring? It might make Sweet Kitty Pie's job a little bit easier, being able to fly over instead of run through the train. I don't know. So Xbox had something going on last Saturday when the Nomad Gamers was on. And just so everybody here knows, I will not be on this week's episode of the Nomad Gamers. Just won't be. I have something going on. I am actually leaving my house tomorrow at 7 a.m. and I will not be back until Sunday, probably 4 or 5 p.m. So with that being said, it'll be Fireball, it'll be Chungus, and I think they're going to ask Crush Rider to make an appearance. Uh, one of them should be reaching out to him soon. But since I won't be on there and I can't talk about this, I'm going to talk about it on Thursday. Xbox Games Showcase 2025. Here are some of the games that they announced. There's some that I am excited about. There's some that I'm just like, whatever. I guess it'll just be the two of them. The Outer Worlds 2. I don't know if that's new or not. The Outer Worlds that I played, it was cool because it was space, but there was so much more they could have done with it. I was kind of hoping that Starfield was going to be everything that the Outer Worlds was not, and that wasn't the case. We already know about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Fate's End, another Final Fantasy. Here is one that I shake my fucking head at. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Clockwork, I believe that says. It's kind of hard to read it. Age of Mythology. Another Final Fantasy. That looks like 7. I'll have to scroll down here in a minute. I'm not going to read them all off. High on Life 2, Ninja 4, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. I don't think that's a new game. That might be a remake. Grounded 2, Gears of War Reloaded, Renaissance, Beast of Reincarnation, Planet of Lana 2. Big things coming to Xbox. Ooh. So Tony Hawk's trying to make another push, eh? I don't know. I do know that the one that he brought out in the late 90s was amazing. I loved it. Now, not so much. Uh, Xbox Play Anywhere supports over 1,000 games and counting. Over 1,000 games, even all new games just announced at Showcase, will keep your progress across any PC, Xbox, or supported handhelds. So I wonder if that means if I were to download uh, Starfield, if all of my progress would be saved. According to this, it will. That'd be nice. Xbox is proud to support game developers from Southwest Asia. Sounds to me they're trying to get their hands on the indies. Some of these don't look too bad. Some of them look retro, like real retro. They look pretty good. Maybe if you save, maybe if your save is within that ecosystem, yes. If it's simply on Steam or something like that, less likely. Well, that's a good thing, Crush Rider, because I don't run Steam. Okay. I went with Xbox Live. Or Xbox Game Pass, I'm sorry. That way I had yeah. It was just easier for me. Xbox is getting into the handheld systems. Interesting. I don't know how, looking at it, I don't know how well this is going to do. It looks fragile. Yeah, I don't know. I like the way that it looks because you got two handles on it and you could be playing. But my God, I don't know. I'll have to see one. I'll have when I'm in next time I'm in Walmart or somewhere and they have a demo out. I'll have to pick it up and give it a feel. Well, let's see here. They're hyping up Game Pass and they're showing a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my God, they got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on there. I might have to go back to that. Ooh. Yeah, they got some pretty cool games on there on Game Pass. Yes, they do. That's a wrap on the showcase. Well, I didn't even get to watch it. Yeah, it's been a it's been a pretty exciting year so far. Xbox and Asus have teamed up for this handheld. I'm just now seeing it. That was reported 4 days ago. I'm a little behind the curve on it, but it looks good. I just don't know if it will hold up. Oh, and with this handheld, uh you can access an aggregated library from Xbox and other PC storefronts, which means Steam. What they didn't announce was the suspected World of Warcraft console edition. You know they didn't, but now that you say something, Crest Rider, it makes more sense because I thought I saw an orc in this video, and I thought maybe it was from a different game. But that would be cool as hell if they brought World of Warcraft to that or to the P or if they made World of Warcraft free, I'd probably come back in a hurry. But I'm not paying the $15 a month. I already pay enough to play different games. Let's see here. I'm just scrolling through Xbox to see what else they came out with, and I ain't seeing. I'm seeing tiddly and exactly tiddly and shit. Nothing. Pokemon Go. I've been playing Pokemon Go here lately. Pokemon is starting to step up its game a little bit. Uh, all that stuff that I said I didn't like, how uh, you would complete a quest and it would give you the same tired ass Pokemon every time. Somewhere along the lines that's changed this week. I completed a couple more quests and I've gotten new Pokemon. So that's been good. The problem I'm seeing now is the star ratings. No matter where I go, I cannot catch a 3-star to save my goddamn soul. So that's where I'm at with it now. However, it is fun. It is a way to get out and do a little exercise and have a little bit of fun at the same time. Unless you are stuck out in BFE, and it may or may not be supported there. Grand Theft 6, Grand Theft Auto 6 news source. I'm not going to trust it because, yeah, it's not a Rockstar verified. It has some pretty good stats. I don't know if they're fabricated because, well, I didn't see it until now, and I didn't have a chance to go and fact check it. What's this? Mind's Eye Dev heartbroken amid troubled launch as players report success with refunds and sponsored. Hmm. Mind's Eye trouble to launch has continued with reports that the developer is canceling sponsored streams last minute, and some players are securing refunds. The developer has now issued a statement saying it is heartbroken over the game's difficulties. I don't know how long it was in production for, but you always hate to see a game just take a crap. Oh yeah, I ain't seeing much. Thirsty Thursday might be. Ooh, what's this? Let's talk about the Switch too. Let's talk about some Nintendo stuff. Mario Kart Evolution 92 to 2025. I'm going to tell you now that's a hell of a game. That's a hell of a run for any game. You got Super Mario Kart. It came out in 1992. That was a damn good game. Mario Kart 64 in 97. Mario Kart Super Circuit 2001, and that came out on the Game Boy Advanced. Mario Kart. Here, let's blow this up instead of me just trying to squint my eyes. Double Dash 2003 on the GameCube. Mario Kart DS. Well, DS. Mario Kart Wii 2008 for the Wii. Mario Kart 7. I can't quite make out what it came out on. Mario Kart 8 for the Wii. I didn't know this. Okay. Mario Kart 8 also came out for the Switch. I did not know that. And then, of course, Mario Kart World in 2025. I have talked to a few people who have the Switch 2 in hand right now, and they're playing it. They love it. They absolutely love it. They're not experiencing the stick drift that everyone's reporting. Their systems seem to be holding up for battery. Uh, I asked him if it was getting too hot. And the one looked at me with a stupid look and said, I don't really feel the back of my Switch too often. So he couldn't answer me. But he said that he is going to find out and he's going to let me know. I was like, cool. Then I asked him how Mario Kart World was. Give me some feedback. They said it is weird. That was the word they used. Weird. And I get why. And I really do. Because we're so used to staying on a track. And this is my understanding, is that you can venture off the track. Now, how does that work when you only got 3 laps to get shit done and take first place? I need to know. Come on, Nomad Nation. Somebody out there has one. Report back to me, please. You know what? Instead of searching for it, let's just go straight to Nintendo of America. Let's go take a look at them guys. It's been about a week since the Switch 2 came out. 3 hours ago, new courses, new adventures. Where are you headed this weekend in Mario Kart World? I'm still not buying their system. Still not doing it. The artwork looks great. Looks like it'll be a really fun game. However, I can't justify spending that kind of money for one game on a system. I just can't do it. 4 hours ago, the story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster is available now on the Nintendo Switch 2. And here's Crest Rider again. I gave a friend so much shit about buying the console day one that people told him they thought I was about to attack him. I thought that was funnier than hell. You know, there's a lot of people out there that don't get two friends who like to banter with each other. That's funny. I don't care who you are. Grab your Nintendo GameCube controller, available for Nintendo Switch Online members. Compatibility only on Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, okay. Bravely Default was an amazing 3DS game at a $40 price. It's worth the cost. I don't know what it costs on the Switch 2 now, but I'll have to take his word because I didn't play it. A day ago, always stay on your grind, and while you're at it, do a kickflip. Pre-order Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4 on Nintendo Switch and keep it moving until launch on July 11th. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. All right. A day ago, suit up and experience 100 plus hours of careful planning and precision execution. Good luck, Agent 47. Hitman World of Assassination Signature Edition is now available on the Nintendo Switch 2. Here is a stat that I was kind of curious about. Nintendo Switch 2 has sold over 3.5 million units worldwide in its first 4 days, becoming the fastest selling Nintendo hardware ever globally. Say what you want about Nintendo, and it's probably all true. Say what you will about the game prices. Again, it's true. Everything that we're bitching about is true. But you cannot argue with that. When they start giving you numbers, you can't argue. Nobody held Nintendo accountable for upping their game prices. Nobody held them accountable for the Switch 2. GameCube controller is currently out of stock, same as the Nintendo 64 controller was when it originally came out. Bravely Default is $39.99 at Walmart. Is that for the Switch 2, Crest Rider? Okay. Well, Nintendo has their own music too. It is a Switch 2 only game. Okay, thank you for that clarification. You know, I got to give Nintendo this too, man. I have to give them this. So they bring out the new Switch, okay? And I swear to God, they've launched 10, 15 games, maybe 20 with this Switch 2. Their feed is flooded with this. It is quite amazing. I like it. I'm not reading too much because it's all advertisements for games. I might be a little better because I would enjoy playing it again. Yeah. If I could find 3 or 4 games I'd enjoy playing on there, I would probably buy the Switch 2. I know Link is one of them, Zelda, and I know Mario Kart's one of them. The Civilization on Switch 2 is garbage. Stay away from it. Mouse control activated. Nope. Yeah. It's just a whole bunch of advertisements for games. And I get it. I'm not going to knock them for having their Facebook filled with their product. That's awesome to see. I wish Xbox would do it, and I wish PlayStation would do it, but they don't. Nintendo is doing it. So there you go. Echoes of Wisdom can be played just fine on the original Switch. You're right. And my original Switch works just fine. I don't see a reason to upgrade. All right, well, let's go into future upcoming what's happening. Because my God, 47 minutes. Woo! Good God Almighty, where'd the time go? Anyways, I am leaving tomorrow. I'm going on a little minication, I guess you call it. It's only for 3 days. I'm going out to Ohio. Uh, I will be back on Monday. I will be streaming on Monday. The Nomad Gamers are going to do their thing on Friday. I think they're doing it tomorrow. I will not be there for that. I will not be streaming Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I will start streaming again on Monday. Hey, I am sorry I was not on last night either. Fireball had something go down. Nothing bad, all good. And I had to be there to get that for him. Uh, us, us three nomads, we support each other. We're always there for all of it. Local event this weekend around here. Too bad you can't make it up to see. Yeah, this is the event that I'm going to see, or actually, it's not an event I'm going to see. It's the event I'm going to participate in. Has been planned for a year now. So hotels and everything else has been booked. But I'll get with you offline and I'll figure something out. So that's this weekend. We got Talking Tuesday next Tuesday, Thirsty Thursday next Thursday. Where we're gonna Talking Tuesday, we're just gonna babble, I guess. We'll see what happens with that. Other than that, I don't have nothing. I'm just sitting up here going ah and ooh and yeah, no, we're good. So, for everyone out there, thank you for tuning in to Thirsty Thursday. I almost said Talking Tuesday. Thirsty Thursday. Game true, game hard, and always, and I mean always, game on. If you are out there playing a game and you run across a griefer, and that griefer needs blown the fuck up, you blow that motherfucker up. Until next Monday, Nomad Nation. Oh, wait, I almost forgot about you. See, man, I almost forgot about you. Where are you at? There you are, right there. I see you. Come up front. You're beautiful the way you are. Stay the way you are. Who cares what everybody else thinks? Until Monday evening at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on all of these up here and these down here, you can catch Godfather streaming. I don't know what game yet. I'll announce it on Sunday on the page. Until then, peace and love.